Amazon Prime is just not worth it. Do not, for whatever reason, buy Amazon Prime. Just don't do it. Don't get that membership. It's completely worthless. This does not work. It's not worth it. It's unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary. So Amazon is great and all, but Amazon Prime is basically a scam, and no one really seems to notice it. So I'm just going to start with some basic facts about Amazon Prime, and we'll go from there and basically explain why it's completely worthless, why it's unnecessary to get this membership, and all that sort of thing. So stick around for the whole video so you can see all the reasons why Amazon Prime is basically a scam and just 100% unnecessary and not worth it. So starting off, the first thing I really want to mention is the price for Amazon Prime. So if you want Amazon Prime, it's going to cost you $119 a year or $12.99 a month. Now, if you're a student, which I didn't know you could do this until recently, but if you're a student, you basically get half off, $59 a year, and it's yours. You get Amazon Prime and their benefits and everything like that. Or you can break it down to about $6.49 a month. That is what's listed on their website. That's what their price is on their website. So yeah, when I had Amazon Prime, I had the $119 a year membership, and I paid it all at once with when I was working, so I could have those benefits. So Amazon Prime benefits include the following. You get Amazon Prime Video, you get Amazon Music, you get some Twitch Prime benefits, that sort of thing. Also, 2-day shipping, that's cool. So I'm just going to break these down into parts and stuff like that, and starting with Amazon Prime Video. So for basically $120 a year, you still pay an additional $12.99 a month on top of that $120 a year. On top of that, on top of the $12.99 plus the $120, you're also spending a video rental fee for different movies, shows, seasons, that sort of thing. It's completely ridiculous. For example, My Little Pony. When I first got Amazon Prime, one of the first things I did is check out all of the shows that I like to watch. So stuff like Star Wars Forces of Evil, some classics like Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy, which I didn't think they would be on there because obviously that's Cartoon Network's thing. All kinds of different things like that. I decided to look at them, and then I found My Little Pony. I was like, let's look at that. Let's see if that's on there. And it turned out that it was on there. Unfortunately, even with the $12.99, even with the $120 a year, I could not watch that without spending an additional fee to watch that show, to rent that season, so to speak. So basically, it's kind of like iTunes, where you have to rent movies and shows and stuff like that, and then you get access to them, and then that's that. You get it for a limited amount of time, then it's out of your library, you can no longer have access to it. The only difference is, even with Amazon Prime, I can't just outright buy a season and download it. It's like, I have to rent it. Once that rental is over, I no longer have access to that. In addition, if for whatever reason I lose my Amazon Prime membership or my Amazon Prime Video membership, then I can no longer watch those shows that I've rented. Or the main question with this is, why do I have to spend so much extra? Why do I have to spend so much extra? Why is there so many additional costs just for Amazon Prime Video? So if you don't know, you can get Amazon Prime Video without getting the $120 a year membership. But the problem is, Amazon Prime Video is also basically $120 a year because it costs you $12.99 a month. So yeah, it's basically still $120 a month. But if you want that in addition to the other Amazon Prime benefits, then it's like $240 a month. So that's kind of insane. So Amazon Prime Video, why do I have to rent things instead of just have access to everything? Why isn't this something like Hulu, DC Universe, Netflix? Why is it so different from that? Why do I have to rent this stuff instead of just have access to this huge library? That's insane. That's dumb. Anyway, moving on. Amazon Music. Now, when I first got Amazon Prime and I learned about Amazon Music, I was really excited because I was like, oh, sweet. I have this membership. I can finally have access to unlimited songs with no ads or anything like that. There's all kinds of stuff like Pandora and Spotify and SoundCloud and stuff like that. They want to charge you monthly or a yearly fee all at once to get unlimited and everything like that with no ads. But with Amazon Prime, I was able to get access to songs without any ads completely, without having to spend any extra. The problem is, you don't get access to the full library. So how Amazon Music works is, it's kind of almost similar to Amazon Prime Video in a way, where you get access to basically a ton of songs, like I want to say 100,000 songs, more than that obviously, but you get access to tons and tons of songs. The problem is, new songs like NF's new songs, Imagine Dragons, their recent album that they came out with, they're the Believer and Onward. Their songs, I can't access to them. I have no access to them. So while you do get, some free songs and no ads, you still have to spend another $9.99 a month to get access to the full unlimited library. So that's the main gripe with Amazon Music. Meanwhile, there's other apps like I mentioned earlier. There's Pandora, there's Spotify, there's SoundCloud. Which, if you don't know, I did a comparison to all three of these, and I did a whole video for it. I think it was during Cartoon Mayhem or whatever, and I concluded that Spotify was probably the best. So basically, Spotify, you can listen to roughly 6 songs, then see a 30-second ad. Randomly, it will give you the opportunity to skip ads for 30 minutes just by watching a 30-second ad, which is definitely worth it if you're going to be listening to songs for more than an hour. But yeah, Spotify has very limited ads. It's definitely worth seeing a few ads to get access to basically an unlimited library. Meanwhile, Spotify also has stuff like $9.99 a month or whatever else, and you can get Hulu and Spotify in addition, which they did that. I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but they had deals like that. Spotify is always giving out deals like that. They did something recently, which I took a part of, where at 99 cents I can get access to 3 months for their premium membership, and that's what I did. So Amazon Music, it's obsolete. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's so bad. Like, why am I spending $9.99 a month plus the $120 a year for Amazon Prime? It's just not worth it. Amazon Prime, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you also get access to Twitch Prime membership benefits, which I'm using benefits lightly here with all of these, to be honest. They're kind of good. I mean, you get access to like free games and stuff, which they usually suck, and they're usually about an hour long, so they're usually not that long, so you can usually beat them like literally in an afternoon. Like, if you get an hour for lunch, you can go sit at your computer and literally finish an entire game that Amazon wants to give you for free. Additionally, these free games, if for whatever reason, again, your Twitch Prime membership, your Amazon Prime membership, whatever else, expires, then you lose access to those games. They're downloaded to your computer or whatever, but you can't use them without the Amazon Prime membership. So that's another reason why this whole thing kind of sucks with Twitch. There's also stuff like you can get exclusive discounts and exclusive deals and stuff like that. Sometimes they give you free loot, which is sometimes good. It's kind of good. Honestly, Twitch Prime is kind of the only thing that's good out of all of these. But even then, it's just sometimes good. For example, when I did it, the only Prime loot that I was able to use was a free pack from Magic the Gathering Arena or something like that, one of the Magic the Gathering games. And I took the coupon, but I just never went to actually put it in the game. So I basically had it, but I never used it. That's because of how limited my library is. However, so you could, if for example, if you had a lot of things like Warframe and all kinds of other games, like even Black Ops 4 or whatever, I think they had stuff like that when I was doing that. But anyway, moving on. These deals are only sometimes good, and I don't know. It's just sometimes good. You already get exclusive discounts and stuff like that from the main site anyway. So it's sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. For the most part, they're going to be deals on stuff that you really don't care about. For example, when I had it, I never once found something that I can get a discount on for having Amazon Prime. It's just like they have it on very select items. It feels like they only have it like on 100 different items, and those 100 items are never going to be anything that appeals to me. But that's kind of my own opinion for that. But for the most part, this is just subjectively bad and just not good. So unless I'm missing something, Amazon Prime is basically just straight up not worth it. But hey, 2-day shipping, right? That's really kind of the only good benefit that you get for this whole thing. But even then, you have to spend a lot of money. You have to buy a lot of things from Amazon to really make the 2 free day shipping really worth it, because of how much you're spending for the the year or whatever, and then you're also spending for the item itself. So it kind of, I don't know. Also, you may not know this, but Amazon Prime, there is a limit on some things that you cannot buy for 2-day shipping. So, for example, there's items that you can get for 2 days for whatever. For example, I'm pretty sure I got Trixie for 2 days. In 2 days. For example, something else like my hat or this kit up here, and this little hat thing up here. Maybe that would have taken a week. Maybe that wouldn't have. Maybe the benefit wouldn't have counted towards that. It's kind of iffy. For the most part, you're going to be able to get whatever you want in 2 days. Obviously, don't order anything on Sunday because then it won't get there in 2 days. The 2 day shipping, it's kind of worth it, but not really. Again, like I said, you have to buy a lot of things to really make that up. To really get the full benefit out of everything. So every just to kind of recap everything, every Amazon Prime benefit costs extra. Like $20 a year for not $20 a year, $120 a year for the Amazon Music, $120 a year for Amazon Prime Video, $120 a year for Twitch Prime, $120 a year for the basic Amazon Prime. That is so much money that you're just basically wasting. In addition, Amazon Music costs well, not Amazon Music, but Amazon Prime Video. In addition to all of this, Amazon Prime Video will cost you even more on top of that for different videos and movies. So you can buy these memberships separately, as far as I'm aware. For example, if I want Amazon Prime Video, I can spend that $12.99 a month on Amazon Prime Video and get access to Amazon Prime Video and not the other, like 2-day free shipping and some of the other things that I just can't mention here, because they have a long list of benefits on their website. Yeah, I don't really know why you would want to spend that $12.99 on Amazon Prime Video, especially when there's stuff like DC Universe, Hulu, Netflix. Netflix is the big one, obviously. Where when you buy the yearly thing or the monthly membership, you get access to everything without having to spend extra. Anyway, there's also stuff like, why I just can't, I honestly can't grasp why Amazon Prime just doesn't include everything. When I spend that $120 a year for the Amazon Prime membership, why don't I just straight up get access to Amazon Prime Video, Amazon Music, Twitch Prime, all of that stuff without spending any additional fees? For example, like I mentioned earlier, when you buy that $120 a year, which is what I did when I was working, I had access to Amazon Prime Video and I had access to Amazon Music, but I had to spend an additional $12.99 to get more of the library. I had to spend an additional $9.99 to get more of the library, to get the rest of the library. It's like they're charging you for this stuff, and then they're charging you even more. It's almost like microtransactions in a way, which is it's terrible. Everyone knows that's terrible. But yeah, I just don't understand. Also, I forgot to mention this, but the Twitch Prime benefits and everything, where you get the free games and stuff like that. There's stuff like PlayStation Plus, Xbox Live Gold, or whatever it's called, where you get free games, all the time. For example, there's even like a cloud service for PlayStation and Xbox, where you can get access to hundreds of games for a monthly fee. Actually, Xbox just did this great thing recently where they took all of their things, where you can, Xbox Live, Xbox Gold, and their Xbox Cloud game membership, whatever. They just put it all in one thing and gave you like $9.99, and you can get it for like a month, $9.99. You can get it for a month. You get access to hundreds of games. You can play it online. You can do whatever. You get all of their benefits in one thing. Why doesn't Amazon do that? Same thing with PlayStation. PlayStation still has their things kind of separate. I'm kind of hoping they kind of merge everything soon, but they haven't yet. But still, PlayStation Plus, even just the $60 a year, you get access to 24 free games. They're usually really good games too. For example, Detroit Become Human, which I personally I don't like it, but I know people like it. I know it was a great game. But Detroit Become Human was the one for July. It also came. There was also another one like Heavy. It also came with Heavy Rain, and also there was another free game, some kind of racing game or something like that, which I never heard of. But that's usually how it is. There's usually like 1 or 2 games that you get for free that you've heard of, and then the other ones you don't really know. So instead of the Twitch Prime membership, maybe consider PlayStation Plus. Maybe consider the Xbox Live Gold membership thing. I don't really know what it's called, to be honest. But there's so many alternatives to Amazon Prime that it's ridiculous. Like I said, Amazon Music, why not just use Spotify instead? Amazon Prime Video, why not just use Netflix instead? Twitch Prime, why not use PlayStation Plus or Xbox Gold? There's so many alternatives. It's ridiculous. Amazon Prime is completely ripping you off. Please, for the love of God, do not buy Amazon Prime's membership, no matter what anyone says. It is completely not worth it. But hey, 2-day free shipping, right? Anyway, that's going to do it for the video. I'm sorry, it was a little bit ranty, but I'm honestly upset about this, because I was one of those people that ended up getting the $120 a year membership, Amazon Prime, whatever. And that's how I kind of discovered all of this. That's how I figured out that all of this stuff is just ridiculous and there's no reason for it. But yeah, it sucks. I don't understand it. I don't understand why Amazon Prime just doesn't include everything when you buy that $120 a year. But hey, like I said, 2-day free shipping, right? Anyway, that's going to do it for the video, so do not forget to like, subscribe, share, do those wonderful things, because when you do those wonderful things, you get access to wonderful content such as this, and I will not charge you extra for it either. Also, you get to become wonderful yourself. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching however you watched, and don't forget to stay wonderful.